Ya estamos aquí, gente. Como ve, un pedista con una choza.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
I'm afraid one of the nurses from the Pembroke Hospital may be involved with unsavory activities.
Ah, could it be Dorothy Crane?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He has no relatives at all?
No. Except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nethercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nethercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
He never goes out?
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
Raro.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby.
Vale.
Farewell.
Si voy por aquí me voy a enfrentar a vampiretes. Esta había vampiro, ¿no? Qué cosa mía. Ahora la calle de abajo. No, yo diría que es aquí. Aquí no. ¿Estos vampiros no aparecen más? Hostia, me quita el...
Good evening, Mr. Nethercott.
And good evening to you too, my good sir. Can I be of any help?
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
Vale, pues el otro tío.
You tell me about an old man called Darius.
Darius Petrescu. Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
Rumano. La puede todo. Es comunista.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
Vale. Me falta la chica. Coño, va para allá. Espérame, Kairi. Las mudas son las mejores. No me dice nada.
Hello again, miss.
Vale, ¿cómo le saco yo información a esta mujer?
You don't seem to need my medical attention for now.
Vale, ni idea.
Very well. Goodbye then.
Encuentra el buzo. Hostia. Sí, lo mismo que... Es esta tía la que reparte los cupones. Por eso estaba aquí afuera. Y decía yo. Digo yo, ¿para qué se va esa puerta? Estas macetas es de esta tía. Por eso, y este buzón también lo tiene. Cabrona. La calladita, como siempre.
Hello again, miss. Melia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary. A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever.
Lo dicho. Llega un 5, la cabrón.
Goodbye then.
A lo poco que ofrece y personajes más eso que dan menos. Vale. Vale. Me falta 25, 24, 20. Un buzón. Un buzón. Es un buzón. Carta de Dario Pétrico. Mi querido hijo, siento mucho no haberte escrito en los últimos meses. La situación de Londres es complicada. Soy consciente de que puede parecer egoísta y absurdo cuando vosotros, hijos míos, aún vivís en el país consumido por la guerra. Aquí en Inglaterra también estamos luchando una guerra contra la pobreza y contra la injusticia. A pesar de mi avanzada edad, intento estar a pie del cañón, por eso os escribo hoy. No volveré a Rumanía, así que es probable que nos volvamos a ver antes de que muera. No estéis tristes, hijos míos, ya sois mayores y ahora tenéis vuestros propios hijos, ya conocéis los sacrificios que a veces debemos hacer para que este mundo sea un lugar mejor. Y este es el sacrificio que yo debo hacer para volver a sentirme útil. Os deseo una larga y próspera vida. Dale un beso al pequeño de mi parte y recordad. Dale un beso a los pequeños de mi parte y recordad que vuestro padre os quiere. Siempre seré vuestro padre, Darius Petreclus. Petreclus. Vaya nombre.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter.
Vale.
This is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
Citarlo. No te cuenta que es nivel 2, ¿no? Este tío. Y yo lo de citar, sí lo llevo con el jodido culo. Por aquí no era, era por la puerta. La que hay de abajo y hacia abajo. Hostia, qué giro más gordo me he dicho. Si voy por aquí o voy por aquí. Me da pela, ¿no? Como me sitio me lleva al mismo sitio. A la puerta principal. Esta, bueno, esta es más rápido. ¿Por qué sé yo? Ah, que yo fui a... No ver cómo va la cosa.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again. Go away.
Hostia, ¿cómo conseguí a nivel 2? Ahí pasando la historia, te va subiendo a nivel. Hombre a hombre, mira tú.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
Si gracia que pone eso, pues si no la misión no la masa. ¿Y la misión principal? Ahora, lo primero te voy a remangar todo. Por cierto, te voy a tratar también. ¿Dónde está el tío? Uy, te abro la caja fuerte en tu cara. Te abro los muebles en tu cara. Todo en tu cara.
If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced. May I ask your name and occupation, sir?
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to keep snitches and spies away from Dorothea. And I also run this little print shop.
Un comunista llevando una...
Do you need some help, Mr. Petrescu?
I am very tired, but that is all. I don't need you, Doctor.
Well, I think you do. Take this, and you'll feel better.
Free drugs from an English doctor? It must be my lucky day.
Sí, bueno, soy británico, que a veces cosa buena tampoco que tengamos mucho.
So Dorothy's real name is not Crane.
Like myself and many people in this area, Dorothea is from occupied Romania. That's all you need to know.
She seems important to the community.
More than you can imagine. The West End does not want to hear of Whitechapel's misery. Dorothea is one of the few doing something about it.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
Are you not worried for her safety?
She is as brave as she is tough, and clever, too. If only I had met her when I was younger.
Are you in love with Camellia, Mr. Petrescu?
Don't be stupid. If I had met her when I was younger, we could have won our revolution.
Who is she, really? Do you know where she's from?
She's not from around here, that's all we know. Camellia is not even her name. It's her favorite flower.
You say she has no close family.
Well, there's that awful poet who constantly follows her around like a lost puppy. A good man for sure, but a very poor writer.
Did you refuse to publish Richard Nethercott's previous works, Darius?
Yes, his manuscript is as pompous as he is starched. Now there's a man who loves the sound of his own voice.
You could have told him so.
As a great writer recently said, politeness is the most acceptable hypocrisy.
Tell me
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is...
Do you have any family left, Mr. Petrescu? Children or grandchildren?
Who knows? I have abandoned my people for so long, they might as well be dead. As dead as I am for them, I suppose.
Don't be embarrassed, sir. If you must know, my own father disappeared many years ago, and I forgave him.
It's quite awkward to talk about our families like this, but... Thank you, Dr. Reid. I appreciate your trust.
This war won't last forever. Did you ever think of returning to your country now it's free?
No. I have taught strength and determination to my sons and daughters. I'm an old, dying man who only has memories of better times to cherish.
How did you meet Nurse Crane, Darius? Why does she trust you?
I'm her oldest friend in England. Dorothea and I share many ideas about this country and about the country we left.
You mean occupied Romania, don't you? Even if not directly, I fought against your enemies.
Really? Then perhaps you have more in common with Dorothea than meets the eye, Dr. Reid.
I know you fought for your country when it was occupied, Darius. Tell me more about it.
I know my days are numbered, and I know I won't see my homeland again. But I fought for Romania all my life, and I will until my last breath.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It's a free country again.
But it's not the country I fought for. My homeland is not appeased, Doctor. But I still see a dark future ahead for my people.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
La central figura de los Bricolaca. Vaya nombre. No sé ni... Va a tener marca, me da miedo. Entre mis muchos viajes creo que el más me sorprendió fue el que recorrí por la isla mediterránea. Bien, Mallorca, en especial la isla de Santorino, mierda, Italia, en busca de pistas de presencia de vampiros en esas tierras bañadas por el sol. El propio Heródoto hace referencia en las islas en su cuarto libro, y estoy personalmente convencido de que aún son muchos los misterios que resolver en esa parte del mundo. ¿Quién sabe qué? Incluso hoy en día la isla de Santorini sigue siendo considerada por algunos como el lugar más infestado de vampiros del mundo, mucho más que los Carpatos, y que sus habitantes son considerados como especialistas en la caza de vampiros, o de bricolasca, como ellos los llaman. Ese no es un nombre muy italiano. De acuerdo con los mitos locales, los bricolasca es una persona fallecida que no se descompone y que puede representar una desnatural siempre que se alimente de sangre fresca. No puede entrar en ninguna casa sin llamar y obtener respuestas. El ajo lo ahuyenta, no se desintegra bajo el sol, pero su piel se oscurece. Puede transformarse en lobo y en otros animales. Lo que más me llamó la atención es que el mismo nombre existe. Son pequeñas variaciones desde el mar Mediterráneo hasta los Balcanes. Hostia, yo soy un biscolasca, un vampiro, o solo lincántropo, lo que son eso. Los griegos lo llamaban biscolacas. Los búlgaros y los los macedonios lo conocen como vascolac o vascola. Siento mi pronunciación de idioma que no conozco, mientras que los sabios lo llaman buscolac, así es, buscolac. Buscolac. Es muy parecido a buscot, que ya conocemos. Hermanos míos, tan solo con escribir ahora esas palabras me trae calofrío. Personalmente estoy convencido de que aquí nos enfrentaremos con alguna especie de protovampiro. Puede que se trate de algún tipo de eslabón entre los vampiros morenos y las criaturas que los precedieron. Si Dios me concede el tiempo suficiente, espero poder regresar algún día a la isla de Santorini para encontrar algún indicio de esta figura a centrar y olvidarla. De Benedicto de la Fuente de Saber, de Uche Trasle, firmado de São Paulo. Este sería el ligándromo en sí, ¿no? Creo yo. Mierda para mí.
It's locked.
Mierda para mí también. Me cago en la leche. No haga fuerte ese radio. Bien, bien, bien. Lo primero que voy a hacer es abrir las jodidas puertas. Ahora voy a entrar cuando me dé la gana, coño. Sí. Por eso los vampiros tienen que... Eso es muy de vampiro de George. Del creador de los vampiros, que tenía que tener permiso para poder entrar. Creo yo que era la referencia esa. Vamos a ver. ¿Qué referencia más hay? Carta de la enfermera Reid. Querido doctor, cuando lea esta carta yo ya estaré en el barco que nos llevará a Acton y a mí de vuelta a Abrazarás. Inglaterra no era para nosotros y reconozco que anhelo volver a ver a la orgullosa colina de Transilvania. Tan pronto como estemos allí, te prometo que encenderé una vela en la iglesia negra y hostia, muy de Drácula. Rezaré por lo que sobrevivía a esta horrible epidemia. Sé que no aprueba esta decisión y que considera que sea mucho más útil aquí para nuestro camarada exiliado en el EAN. Pero Anton necesita regresar a nuestra amada patria para ver el tan ansiado brote de la revolución. Es mi esposo y debo permanecer junto a él. Sé que tuvimos nuestras peleas y discusiones, sé que te había gustado tenerme a tu lado para ayudarte con tu clínica, pero ahora que me marcho de Inglaterra, ten por seguro que si te pasara algo, si te viese inmersa en un grave problema o peligro, regresaría de inmediato a Londres con o sin Anton. Oh, piensa en mí lo mismo que pensaré yo en ti. Afectuosamente tu hermana Theodora. Bien.
I need help!
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Raz Van Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
It's too dangerous to operate with these convulsions. Sedative, nurse. Do we have any anesthetics?
I'm sorry, Doctor. None at all.
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy. Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor. He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see. I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor!
Cardiac massage, now.
Cardiac... What? Are you making this up as you go along? We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
Yo creo que se me hubiese muerto igualmente, ¿no?
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners.
Me habrá muerto alguien de la... Ah, está todo vivo. De aquí. De aquí, todo vivo. De aquí, de que se me murió. Todo vivo. Oh, hala. Una cosa menos.
To what do I owe this courtesy?
Y aquí no conozco aquí. Yo creo que se tenía que haber muerto.
This is an unfitting place for the illustrious Dr. Reid. You shouldn't be here.
Porque la epidemiología es para lo del dolor, no para la combustión. Si no se lo hubiese dado antes, ¿no?
Razvan was getting better with the treatment. I don't understand.
It's locked, all right. It's locked, all right.
So, what's to be done now, Doctor? I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reid?
Your heart might be in the right place, but you can't carry on with this blackmail. For God's sake, Dorothy, it's extortion. It's a serious crime.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty. Nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Listen very carefully, Dorothy. You will erase from your memory everything you pretend to know about Lady Ashbury and Pembroke Hospital.
Let that rich bitch off the hook over my dead
Nurse
body.
Crane, enough. Listen as if your life depended on every word. I know you've a generous heart who gives freely to those in need, but you shall walk away from the shadier streets of your business.
I will never abandon...
Dorothy, the discussion has come to a close. Your clandestine activities in the Resistance are over. Let it go.
I'll let it go. Yes. All gone.
Bien, no puedo usar ni perdonarlo ni sentenciarlo. Pues no puedo hacer nada. El modo vampiro, tío. Manipular.
This one stinks already. Ready, boys! One of them here! No!
Vamos a ver. Nivel 2. Y ahora yo soy nivel 2 también. Hostia, soy nivel 2 ya aumentó mi nivel, gente. A través de la misión como aumento mi nivel, Me cago en la leche. ¿En qué podemos ir ahora? Ah, no puedo hablar con esta. Se come a Tromby. Le he toqueteado la cabeza, tío. No sé si eso es bueno o es malo. Vuestra decisión está. O sea que es bueno o es malo, ni idea. O sea, un sitio donde tengo que hablar con una tipa. Y otro sitio que tengo que hablar con otro tipo. Y ahora tengo gente aquí. No sé esta gente, ¿no?
It's one of them!
Vamos para allá. Una escopeta a bocajarro, mamón. Con eso no lo contabas tú. Con eso he hecho una limpieza aquí. Me flipa. Eso sí, se han cargado a toda esta gente, tío. ¿Y ahora qué? ¿Y ahora qué? Eso digo yo. Vale. Aún sigue habiendo gente salvo aquí, ¿no? No, se lo han cargado todo. Joder, macho. No ha dado tiempo a nada, Vale. ¿Entra porque deja la puerta abierta? A lo mejor sí. Coño, tengo que volver a pedir permiso.
Mr. Petrescu. Hello, Dr. Reid. Come on in. Yes?
Vale, a este hombre ya no le puedo decir nada. Vale.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife.
A lo mejor Además hay algo que no se me escapa. 7000 y pico. Y aún tengo que hablar con el tipo. Aún tengo que hablar con... ¿Con quién era? Con este... Pasión, sauce. Nivel 3. Me cago en todo. Nivel 3. Vale, este no lo puedo curar aún. Hay uno, pero está ahí tratándose. Vale. De este no lo puedo tratar. Y de esta me faltaría esta tía. Nivel 2. Podemos ir a hablar con esta tía. Tío, siendo nivel 3 no puedo hacer nada. ¿Dónde tengo que ir? Para acá, ¿no? Acá. ¿Era por aquí?
Someday you'll understand. You've wasted your life away.
Este tío...
The wet boots will be proud of me.
Vale, me la pela lo tuyo y lo de tu padre. Voy a hablar con la vieja, aprovechando el momento. Voy a hablar con la vieja.
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Oh, esto es nuevo.
Kill it, boy! Cross the leash, boys!
Coño, muévete.
Cross the leash, boys! Die, vermin!
Mierda, no tengo sangre. Tengo que recuperar.
Cross the leash, boys! I'll send you back in a fucking grave! Burn it, boys! Cross the leash, boys! Die, vermin! Burn it, boys!
No esperaba yo que aquí hubiese un boss. Y me da una mierda de mazo. No me jodas. Ahora va a haber trampas de esas, ¿no? Cabrones. Me cago en todo. Sí, esto antes no estaban aquí.
This is despicable. I have this thirst for blood.
Ahora hay vampiro por aquí también.
Leave, I'm doing this.
Antes era la zona de luchadores. Vale, me ha dado un mazo que es una mierda, ¿no? Sí, para vender. Prefiero esto. Tardo 20. Tiene 95 de daño y este tiene 65, pero porque no te mejora. Este le roba sangre y este no. Atroso. Prefiero este que me da sangre. Y... no sabía yo que esto se me iba a poner tan complicado. Claro, no puede haber escapado de todas formas. Decía yo, no. Iré por esos bichos después. Primero quiero ir a por... ¿Qué tú sabes? ¿Qué me pone en la misión principal? Ah, ya terminó el día. Vale. Y este sigue siendo desconocido. Voy primero a hablar con la vieja y luego me meto aquí. O sea que ahora hay más... Ahora se llena esto de mierda también. Vale, vale. Como no en esa zona, sí. Bueno, no sé si ahora toda la zona esta estará llena de mierda de pringado de eso. Pues yo todo esto lo limpié. Sí, esto sigue estando cerrado. Ya porque en algún momento el hospital estará cerrado también. A ver, ¿dónde tenía que ir yo? Aquí. Por alguna de estas puertas. Vale, por la carretera voy. Pero la tengo limpia. No recuerdo más. Que separaron los vampiros con los tipejos estos. Que tiene que haber algún vampiro más. Pero bueno. Lo que me importa es hablar con la tipa aquella. Es la única que me falta. Es la de esta gente, tío. Es esta la casa.
Good evening, madam. It's Dr. Reid again. May I come in?
You best come back in the morning, Doctor.
The disease takes away the good people too, madam. Why not let me in?
It's Mrs. Fishburne. Stella Fishburne. And yes, indeed. Why not let a doctor in? Just grow eyes in the back of that head.
Tu hijo es un asesino. ¿Por dónde empiezo? El otro es un idiota. Encima perdí una oportunidad de hablar. ¿De conseguir algún misterio? Porque perdí alguna pista de esta tía. ¿Qué siento?
It's locked. It's locked, all
Please
right.
don't stay too long, sir. So you have questions about the flu, then?
Yes, among other things.
Forgive my rudeness at the door. It's just my son doesn't like strangers coming in the house.
How is life around here?
Life has always been hard in the East End. But it's everywhere nowadays, isn't it?
Do you think the increase in violence has anything to do with the epidemic?
Don't know. But it's most likely linked to the gangs, if you ask me. Recently, it's like everyone has had to pick a side.
Violence has always fed on poverty, don't you think? It's a cruel law of the human condition.
And selfishness is their rotten fruit. These days, you can just die in the gutter, and no one will bat an eye.
May I ask what you do for a living, Mrs. Fishburne?
Since my husband died, I worked at the Dawson Rope factory, but it closed before the war. I occasionally help at the night asylum, in exchange for food.
Did your husband die in the war?
Oh no, my Jack was a docker. He died when my Seymour was just a lad. The poor boy saw his dad slip and fall from that scaffolding.
How do you pay the rent, then?
My Seymour works at the docks, just like his dad. He's very attached to the house he grew up in. It's not always easy, but we get by all right.
The orphan that regards you as a mother. Please tell me about him, Stella.
You mean Rufus? I wish I could do even more for the poor boy. Most people are so selfish.
But you're not.
Years may have passed, but I haven't forgotten how it feels to go through days with nothing but an empty stomach.
Your son's gone way beyond simply bullying people. He has a taste for blood, and you know it, don't you, Stella?
One night, he told me straight up, in his own words. It was several days after one of his episodes.
Why did he confess? Did you suspect something?
No. I guess he wanted his old mum to help him fight his, demons.
Did Seymour tell you everything that night?
More than I could stand. The words he used to describe his hate, his rage, how he feels when he's done it.
Stella, I know you are ashamed of your son's crimes. So why do you protect Seymour?
I can't report my own son, can I? Not a burden I could bear.
Burden? How do you mean?
They'd hang him for sure. I won't send my only son to his death.
I understand your pain, but you cannot mother him forever.
If someone ever found the courage to speak to the police, I will take my share.
Tell Tell me about these demons Seymour needs your help to fight.
Seymour used to be such a happy child. And he is still a helping son most of the time. But when he gets angry, he can hardly contain his rage.
All men and women are born innocent, Mrs. Fishburne. But there can be a monster within any of us.
Do you think he can be cured, Doctor? Do you think something can extinguish this rage inside my Seymour?
There is no cure for murder, Mrs. Fishburne. Only justice.
There ain't no hope then. Somehow, somewhere, my son has turned into a monster, and nothing will bring him back.
Goodbye, Miss Fishburne. Take care of yourself.
I can't remember the last time
Evening, Rufus.
Evening, Mr. Reid.
So long, Rufus. Be careful. Take care.
Maggots and liars.
Good evening, Mr. Fishburne.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Mr. Fish.
Pleasure, sir. Been a while since we've seen any new faces round here.
I'm gonna find out who.
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reid. I like a man who speaks his mind.
Hiding your true appetites behind a facade of compassion. Bravo. Very clever indeed.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
So in the end, the accusation was true, wasn't it?
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless. I have not been observed sustaining myself for many decades. I have to say I'm a trifle embarrassed.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
I see. Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
The case is closed, your ladyship. The person who took advantage of you has, shall we say, seen the error of her ways.
So who was it?
My lady, the blackmailer was dealt with using the utmost discretion. The culprit's identity is of no relevance.
Thank you, Jonathan. That is exactly what I needed from you. You have proven your loyalty, so, as a friend, please accept this small token of my appreciation.
Thank you, my lady.
If you have an inclination to learn more about vampires or your current situation, I will be glad to aid you in your quest for knowledge.
I've been hearing a voice talking in my head. Is this some kind of insanity? It feels like the voice of the vampire that created me.
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst British immortals. Speak no more of your maker.
How could this cause offense?
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their progeny. No vampire or hunter will sleep easy, knowing that an unidentified elder is stalking the streets of London.
Excuse my forwardness, but are you my maker?
Me? Goodness, no. Only a foolish immortal would create a progeny without taking precaution, and I'm no fool.
I don't understand. Why was I created and then left for dead?
That is a question only the one who made you can answer. It's not normal practice. I doubt even if you find him, he will answer you, considering how cruelly he treated you.
So me being a vampire could have been a mistake.
I very much doubt it, Jonathan. Contrary to the legends, it is not as simple to make another vampire by just biting someone.
I'd like to avoid creating another vampire by mistake anyway. Tell me, how is it done?
The process is dangerous. It could even kill your potential progeny. If you did decide to sire an offspring, they must drink of your blood, Jonathan.
A vampire? Is that what I am? What we are?
Such a crude word, defined by penny dreadfuls and drunken hacks. No. You are now an Ekon, and that you shall remain.
Are you an Ekon too?
Yes, I am. We are the closest thing to what man refers to as vampires. Forget what you think you know about us.
So we are Ekons. How can I identify us amongst other vampires?
How to put it? All Ekon are vampires. But all vampires are not Ekon. We are but a branch of the immortal tree.
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you to feed on the patients of the hospital?
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man. He is trying to find a solution for our hunger. Until that happens, he is clever enough to understand that I only feed upon the dying.
What do you know about this Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole?
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London vampire society. As long as our kind is discreet, and as long as they do not interfere, we have come to a mutual understanding.
And no one suspected you of the murders?
As you well know, suspicion has recently fallen on me of killing for pleasure. But you have my word, Jonathan. I take no pleasure in taking a life.
entiendo lo de la edad porque siendo una mujer preguntarle la edad que es un poco... Le va a decir que... ¿Tú qué dices? ¿Qué preguntas tú, jodido? Divertido. Eso no se le pregunta a una dama. Y ya sabes, vamos a ver, este vídeo va a durar un poco más porque estamos sacando trailer. Después lo dejamos.
Why did you save me in the canning factory?
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young blood as yourself be torn to shreds by some gutter skal.
William Bishop wasn't the vampire that created me then?
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor, skals are the progeny of careless vampires. It cannot be the other way round.
What type of vampire is a skal?
Not a true vampire. The deformed offspring of lesser vampires. It is a shame these creatures run wild, slaves to their baser instincts.
Lo que leímos de las criaturas, entonces los venga, esos son los que atacan a los locos. Lo del lobo no sé. Y nosotros somos los skals, que somos los más normales, ¿no? Los que tenemos conciencia.
I know this is beyond the pale, but may I inquire your age?
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen. If you must know, I'm 27. I've been 27 for a long time now, and 27 I shall remain.
Decía yo que iba a ir por alguna tangente de la edad y el tiempo. Buah. Es legal, gente, es legal.
Very well, but I believe there is more to this than you are saying.
A lady has to have some secrets.
And who bestowed upon you this eternal youth?
My maker. He left this isle a long time ago.
I've been away from London and England for 3 years. This isn't the city I remember.
Things have gone from bad to worse here, Jonathan. I've lived in this city for a long time, and I've never seen it like this.
The Spanish flu has hit London that bad?
Yes, but it's not just that. I've heard things. Things I've not heard for a very, very long time. There are whispers in the shadows. Something far worse than the Spanish flu is here in the city.
What is it you fear?
Fear has long since flown this form. But there is something malevolent circling us. I feel fear is merely waiting in the wings.
Mi grado es... Eso, el mandamás y está aquí para que lo matemos y todo, ¿eh? A lo mejor es eso. O viene Vagensi para matar.
When I awoke, changed, I was chased and attacked by vampire hunters. Prepared and well-trained.
Though I can't be certain. More than likely, it was the once glorious Guard of Priwen.
Once glorious, but still dangerous.
They have seen better days, but all fanatics are dangerous. You would be wise to stay clear. They are sworn to destroy our kind.
You make them sound like some sort of cult.
More a society. And like all the best ones, a secret society. I thought them almost gone, but it seemed they have been recruiting.
Con eso estoy farmeando, gente. Me lo cargo a todo. No veo ni uno.
Are there many vampires here in London?
Immortals are of a rare breed, and we often tend to hide. But you may occasionally meet some of us at night.
Do you know any of them? Have you an idea of the identity of the vampire who attacked me?
You mean your maker? No, Jonathan, I have no clue. But I fear he or she is as careless as cruel. To let you discover your new condition by yourself.
What do you mean?
Every now and then, you may discover an immortal in the deep of the night. But we are a rare and reclusive breed. Our progeny is almost never accidental.
Will they all be as affable as you, my lady?
I do not see why not. But remember, even the shark smiles before he bites.
That sounds like a lesson from experience.
Vampire politics are as intricate and sometimes tedious as a game of chess in a gentleman's club. I've learned from experience it is best to decline to play.
I bid you farewell. For now, my lady.
I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
Vamos a ver cómo hacemos. Pues se cargó el tío y no podemos... Tuvimos charla. Bastante charla. Y tampoco podemos descubrir al tipo.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Me quiero mejorar esta mierda. ¿Me la puedo mejorar? No. ¿Y esta mierda me la puedo mejorar? No. Oye, lo tengo aquí en el mazo. Niño 40. Me pelota que es 12, niño. Aturdí. Está bien.
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the skals. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it. The flower's dying. It needs water.
Vale, vale, pues a darle caña. Le vamos a dar caña, no, a este hombre, entonces. Que para terminar la historia. Ya que estamos a full.
Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Please speak, but I have something important to tell you.
This strain of flu, it's very different from the one I saw in Europe. It's downright peculiar.
Really? What makes you say that?
I never saw symptoms like this when I was in France. Not at all.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks like the Spanish flu, but its effects differ greatly. The London strain is different from the continental one.
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
Yes. Unlike the flu, the infected begin to show an increase in outwardly aggressive behavior. More than simple agitation. Once docile people become violent.
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create a vaccine, Jonathan, like Pasteur? By the stove, that would be smashing.
There's a lot we're not seeing here. But it is spreading, and quickly. If we don't act, the whole city could be lost.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us. A weapon of choice.
What on earth do you mean?
Why, you, my dear boy. With your expertise and your blood, we could isolate the properties that course through your veins. Think about the possibilities.
And why not? What did Stoker say about the children of the night? Well, using my blood, I could create a whole army of vampires.
Surely you're joking.
We'll discuss this more later. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you, Jonathan. But as I said, I needed to talk to you. I have some rather bad news.
Yes?
I'm afraid it's your sister.
My sister?
She's to be buried this evening at Whitechapel Cemetery. Your mother published the obituary this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences.
I need to talk to you.
Please do so.
Nurse Crane will not be returning to Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, really? Did something happen? She seems such a very capable woman.
She was blackmailing Lady Ashbury. Thought she was murdering patients as some sick upper-class game.
Nurse Crane was playing a dangerous game. She's lucky Lady Ashbury abhors violence.
So you manage a hospital financed by a vampire?
Yes, Pembroke was founded by Lady Ashbury. She's also our largest donor.
A convenient yet expensive way to have a fresh supply of blood on hand, day and night, don't you think?
All vampires drink blood by nature. Me, I praise the lady's exemplary moral fiber.
If I may inquire, how did you meet her?
Well, Jonathan, she sought me out and offered me the position. It's been a very profitable partnership for both parties.
Do you know anything about the vampire hunters in the East End?
Without a doubt, it's the Guard of Prewen. Zealots to the last man.
Where do they come from?
Once they shared the Brotherhood's ideology on non-intervention, but they concluded vampires were a scourge.
They're definitely well organized and equipped.
They're extremely dangerous and not to be trifled with. To them, you're a feral beast, and I, your accomplice.
We'll talk later.
Here we go!